Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Psychosin project, welcoming the one, the only rising post-hardcore band, Omoia, to the show. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having
Hi.
us.
Now, we'll go back, just sort of introduce yourselves to the people listening.
Who wants to go first?
You're already talking. Go for it. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, I'm Karis. I'm the main vocalist of Omoia, and I'm Welsh.
I'm Owen. I'm one of the guitarists in Omoia, and I'm not Welsh.
They're more interesting than that, trust me. Right. Just for people who are new to the band, I know you'll probably be asked this a lot over the years coming, but how did the band sort of come together?
So originally, we met in university as like a band project, and then after university, we wanted to carry it on,
Yeah.
and then we got two new members. So Owen is one of them. Not new anymore because Owen's been here for donkey's years now. And Blake is also a new member, even though he's been here for ages. So
Yeah, yeah. But me and him have been friends for a very, very, very long time and done all the bands together. But yeah, we're kind of the new kids on the block. Ish.
New.
Yeah, yeah. Playing very
yeah.
fast and loose with new.
So another thing that I'm sure you've addressed on the TikTok, but for those listening, the name. Where has the name come from?
So we can blame Leo for that one. And he's not here either. So we originally wanted to be called Ditto. And that was already taken on Spotify, so we were quite mad. So we just decided to do Ditto in another language, and somebody shouted Greek. So
Fair enough.
Omoia.
I believe we've got another member of the band. Blake is waiting.
Blake.
He's here. He lives.
Seconds. Oh, well, he's there.
Is he hiding?
I don't know. You're muted, Blake.
Greetings. Sorry, it was being really strange on the app.
No problems. No problem. I've had issues with it myself. Don't worry. Right, we've already started the interview, mate, but thanks for joining us. We'll continue. Now you're here. Glad that you've come join us as well. Just in time as well, because the next question is, how did you find that the first few releases you had, including The Sickness, were received?
Well, the first EP was well received because we haven't released a body of music like that before. We just released one single before that. So that was kind of like a new environment to be in. And then we released the anthology singles collections where Owen and Blake started to join at the end of that. So you can kind of like got their like little bit of sounds playing it live because it's a lot heavier live. And then the most recent single, which both of them are on, I think is what we sound like now, basically. Yeah. And that's been well received because we did a music video and everything. And I'm sure Blake and Owen can tell you about how fun the guitars are.
Go ahead.
Definitely. It's good. It was a weird one coming into it because obviously you've got this band that's already got quite an established amount of music already out, and it's like, how do you slot into that? And that was kind of a worry going in, was that like the reception wouldn't be what it had been to the older stuff. And yeah, it was a challenge, but the reception's been ace, and it seems that people are really responding well to it, which is great. So yeah, really, really, really pleased.
Excellent. Blake, do you want to add anything?
Well, obviously coming into it quite later on, sort of into the release schedule, like I was very much part of the process of the latest single, not so much The Sickness as you stated earlier, but being part of that guitar work, learning the lead lines and sort of complementing Owen's style of play with the new style that we're going for. It definitely is a fun process to be part of.
Excellent. Owen, mate, your camera's kind of died on us. Oh no, there you go. You're back.
Right. Oh, yeah. It was froze on me there for a sec, but we're back.
No worries. Well, as you touched on there, the sound has evolved. So obviously you started as a bit more of a post-hardcore band. Do you feel you're still that, or how would you describe your sound yourselves?
Um, I think there is still elements of post-hardcore bands. I think what we're cooking at the moment is a lot more hardcore and a lot more inspired by like I think Vane, kind of with like the guitar bits. But there's a lot more like screaming as well going on. So I think we're getting heavier, but still in that post-hardcore realm, I think.
Um, Now, you're very open with obviously the gender identity and sexualities of the band.
Yeah.
All over TikTok, you sort of said about it several times as well. Obviously, there's a lot of idiots in the world, especially in the UK. Have you
Yeah.
run into any issues with like comments or whatever, or when playing live, have you had people say things due to that?
Not so much live. Like everyone, well, every place that we go to is a very safe space, and we haven't, well, I personally haven't had any bad interactions with people live, which is great. But definitely online, as is like an open world, you do get those few comments where you're gonna get it. People don't agree with how people want to be, which I can't really understand. But people are like that, but we get it more online than in person.
Yeah, well, can hide behind a keyboard then. That's why.
Yeah.
Well, clearly they just need to come see you live, then they won't say anything. Simple as.
Exactly. They'll be nice as pie.
Don't care if they're in America or wherever. Just fly over, see you on the next tour. Bang, so weird.
Yeah. Pay for our ticket.
Now, I believe you said in a comment to me, Keris, on
Yeah.
TikTok, that the song People Like Us was very
Yes.
personal to you and the band. Do you want to go into
Yeah.
a bit more detail on that?
Yeah, because a lot of our members are part of the LGBTQIA plus community.
Yeah.
And especially growing up, for me, like I went to a Catholic high school and you're not really allowed to be who you are, or like it's kind of like suppressed. And you don't really know who you are unless you go out into the real world and you experience things. But people like us is like it was like back in the day where you have to go through conversion therapy because you believe that you weren't right, or people forced you to believe that you weren't right for being who you are again. So it's kind of like being compressed. And I think the members of the band who are part of that community all have experiences of back in their younger days being compressed by people not being able to just be who they are. So every time we do that song live, it's just like a massive screw you guys to the people who are like that.
Yeah, that's fair enough. The fact that conversion therapy still exists in 2025, 2026 is
Yeah.
ridiculous, to be honest with you.
Crazy
Um,
to me.
well, what we're talking about, obviously playing live as well, what's probably the most fun songs for you to play?
Oh, so for me personally, the others can say what theirs is, but for me personally, is one that we haven't released yet. But again, there's lots of screamy screams, which I find very fun to do.
The implication of what Kirsch just said makes me think it's probably the same song as mine as well. Yet to be released. So, Owen? Owen
Is it?
alive?
No, I can see him, but then we're not getting any sound though.
Oh, you muted.
I can't hear Owen.
Nah,
No.
don't get anything from it at the moment. Wonders of Zoom. I had this issue as well with another interview.
I will answer
I
for him on his behalf, and I can almost guarantee that he would give the same answer as both of us two, because he has a particular guitar pedal which he can let loose on, which he loves to do in a live situation.
He's
Something
putting
that isn't
thumbs up
quite
and nodding. So,
Omoia, but it works.
well, I fill out the loop now because I haven't heard this bleeding song.
Well, you need to come see us live, and then it will be there.
We'll get to that later because you did mention something to me about playing live. But anyway,
Yeah.
1 second. Now, obviously, you released a new song quite recently. Has writing begun for a new EP or maybe a full album?
Writing has begun for something is the word. But writing has begun and studio time is getting worked on. So you could see something this year, possibly.
I mean, people should just go subscribe to the TikTok or the Facebook because there's also you got footage of you in the studio recently, I believe you put up as well.
Yeah. We also put up like a lot of behind the scenes in our new Discord that we got, so people can see what we're up to. So it's like in the moment as well. So they'll be mostly updated with everything that's going on. If you want to join our Discord.
I'll tell you, this is going to be the first full release with Blake and Owen on.
Yes, completely. And you can tell by their sound.
Talking of sound, Owen, can we hear you yet?
Are we back? Are we good? Are we in the room?
We're back, mate. Not sure what's going on, mate. It must be something with the app. Now, as we mentioned a moment ago, you've got a tour, or you've mentioned about a tour coming up. So, can we hear anything else about where you're playing? Because Keris has let slip to me that you might well be hitting my hometown of Southend at some point.
Southend. Well, at the moment we're playing Cambridge, Brighton, Plymouth, and Bristol.
Yeah.
So on our tour, which is very exciting. But obviously we're hoping to get like a lot more support gigs all around the UK, and hopefully we can get into Scotland because I really want to play Scotland. Never been. It's going to be fun. But yeah, that's currently, and we're playing Manchester in about 2 weeks. So that should be fun to play back in the north again.
Excellent. Anywhere you two want to play, Blake, Owen?
Yeah, I think Scotland would be really fun. I think we want to go. I'd love to go either a little bit further north because I feel like we haven't really been. I feel like Leeds and Sheffield are about as high up as we've been. We've had a few messages about like Newcastle and around that area. The north's where my heart is. Like, give me Liverpool, give me Leeds, give me Sheffield, give me any of them. But yeah, Scotland would be fun. Ireland, love to go Ireland and do Dublin. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, that's me.
And Blake?
I'd have to agree with Bowen on that front. I've never been to Scotland personally as well. So to kind of like experience that for the first time while playing a gig or a tour would be fantastic. We've had a couple of comments in the Discord and on some social posts with, I think it was Edinburgh was quite a hot spot to play. So I'd love to go to Edinburgh anyway. So it'd be fantastic either way. Just sort of, and again, anywhere sort of in the north, Newcastle would be fantastic. I know the scene there is amazing. I've been a couple of times. Just so sort of up that way would be amazing as well.
Well, I've got to apologise in advance because I get quite a lot of American listeners to the show. So you might get comments about going over to America at some point.
Yeah, we've got a lot of comments in the TikTok about going to America, and I'm like, I can swim there if you don't have to pay, you know.
Things are wild. We can do
it. Yeah.
Well, maybe we can get you because I think I've suggested before a couple of bands to try and tour with, like Vanitas, Pretty Addicted and all that. I know Pretty Addicted quite well, so I'll try and speak to them about get you sort of further support gigs and all that.
Thank you.
That's okay. Whether they reply is nothing because she's generally quite busy all the time, but I will try. And yes, we'll see how we get along with that one because they're quite busy at the moment as well. Now, when the band comes together, was the original idea to sort of speak about the issues facing the queer, trans, non-binary, gender fluid sort of people that is happening around the world right now?
Do you mean in song-wise?
Yeah.
I think it just naturally happens, like just depending on the sound. Because I don't think we go into a room being like, this is what this song is going to be about. I feel like we create the music and then I hear it and I'm like, do I want to be depressed? Do I want to talk about queer rights? I think it just happens instinctively of like what the energy is feeling towards the song, and yeah, basically.
So we haven't got a full on typo native song yet. Then,
No.
so to each of you, what are your 5 bands that are the biggest influences on the sound?
Like a lot of mine and Blake's are going to cross over.
Yeah, I'm going to get them out of the
so
way
much
now
over.
before we take some more. Static Dress, Vane, Loathe. Who else would I say for this kind of songwriting style? Maybe even like Title Fight sometimes, you know?
Title Fight, yeah.
Especially in the sort of like guitar work and the rhythm work. I'm going to say it, Love Rarely.
Ooh.
Some of the stuff, it just hits like the chord progressions and the twinkly cleans. Like a lot of my inspiration has come from them. So
yeah,
that's my 5.
It's so annoying because like a good 3 of those are probably mine as well. Definitely Vane. There's a lot of that sort of that kind of new metal inspired hardcore in there. Loathe, just the best band on the planet. Yeah, I've got to say, I think Thornhill again. I'd chuck Thornhill in there. I'd probably agree with most of Blake's, and then just throw Thornhill in there because their last album is just insane. It's so good, and I'm really vibing with them at the minute.
Just got to ask: are you and Blake the same person, just from different camera angles?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Might as well be.
Owen lives down
this
there.
has been said by many people.
Owen lives down there. Like it's 5 minutes from me right now.
About a 5-minute walk away from each other. It's bad. We're the same person.
Pretty much.
And yourself, Keris?
Ooh, so Poppy is always going to be my number 1 because she is my queen and she is my favorite at the moment.
It's absolutely brilliant. So
love Poppy. Recently for the stuff that we're currently writing, I would say like Dying Wish has been a really good inspiration. The band Gore, definitely Spirit Box because Courtney is just the queen. And I think the last person would have to be my gal Hayley Williams because she is just a phenomenal vocalist anyway, like just singing. So I'm like, I would love to be that woman.
That's fair enough. That is fair enough. Now, obviously, you're a newer band sort of around at the moment, and there's been a lot of changes in the music business. So I have to ask, given the choice, if a label, say, came to you and offered you to sign with them, would you want to do that, or would you prefer to stay independent, keeping obviously the rights to your own music, and you get obviously 100% of the proceeds, or would you prefer the not security as such, but the kind of backing to be able to tour other places easier?
I have some opinions on this. Yeah, I did music business in university as one of my subjects. I'm like, so I wouldn't want to sign with a label because of the independency, but obviously we have management right now and we love management and we'll love to create a bigger team. So like booking agents and keep that team with us and not signing with the label, but have label help to release music without signing with them.
So distribution for a label, but not actually have been stuck with the label.
Yeah. So that's how I would work with it.
Blake, Owen, do you have the same sort of idea on that, or?
Yeah, I mean, I think we do a good chunk of it ourselves anyway, don't we? Like a lot of what we make is, as you can probably see from the background, is just made here or in studios elsewhere. So we we've got that luxury. I think, the distribution and the sort of actual promotion side of it, you'd have the help with a label of being able to, work with some bigger names or sort of, have the nice producers, mix engineers. But I think a mix of both, the kind of best of both worlds would be ideal. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, now, do you feel with bands like yourself, Vanitas, Hearts Under Fire, Sifa, if I pronounce that right, that the UK underground band is getting better as the years are progressing? Because it used to be huge back in the early 2000s. It kind of died off a little bit, Now it seems to be growing again with bands, like I said, the previous and yourself.
Oh, I think it is. I think it's like popping off right now because especially in the lead scene and then like the Liverpool scene, like Rosemary and like Demeanor, like all the underground bands are just absolutely killing it right now. Like our mates like Crowquill are killing it like in Europe right now. So it's just like underground bands is where it's at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in a really good place, I think, at the minute. You've got like Break 50, you've got Blind, you've got all these bands that are coming out that are just doing lower A's, you've got that are just doing ace things, and making really genuinely quite unique and interesting art, and it's great to see that side of things. It's not this like homogenized kind of everything's similar or everyone's just doing the same thing. Like there's so much variety, and seeing people doing well with so much variety it's really kind of exciting to be part of that space and being here to see it.
Yeah, Blake, do you have anything to say on it, mate?
Well, there's nothing to really add there. It was very well established. I feel like in times like these, having the outlet for creativity is more important than ever, and people are starting to realize that, like going to their friends' shows and just getting the underground scene like more popular. It's something that I've definitely seen like the sort of past 4 years where like local gigs are being promoted more. I'm seeing a lot more of it, and obviously that comes a lot from being a part of it too. But I've definitely seen an increase in it, and it's lovely to see.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing you've got as well, it seems to be a continuing thing from even back in the 2000s. You've got this huge UK scene, yet labels are still only interested in signing American bands for some reason. And there's like bands out there, it's like, well, you can make God knows how much off of signing this band or helping them get out there as well. It doesn't make sense at all, to be honest with you. Um, anyway, what are you hoping that people will get out of hearing your band?
I think I don't know, like I want people to feel like they're part of a community. Like my main message is just like so community driven. Getting to know our I don't want to say fans, but like community and just like again speaking to them in the Discord is just a whole another level of interaction. So if they like hear our music because we have like so many different meanings with again the LGBTQIA plus community and depression and um, other things that happen in life. If people can relate and want to confide in us, want to be a part of that community where they can share stuff and be in a safe space if they come to our live gigs, I just want people to feel like that, like they're safe listening to us.
Yeah. Anyone else?
And I think for me, music's always been, from the second I was interested in it, it's always been about like the catharsis and the feeling. And I think that's something that I think we always try and deliver on, is that there is a way of connecting with that. And like Karis was saying, like, you bring your own thing to the music or the songs or whatever, you take your own meaning out of that. But if that elicits some kind of response from you, whatever it is, if it's good, bad, angry, sad, whatever, then we've done our job, because that stirred something. And then sort of having that feedback from people we meet at shows is just immense. And I want to keep making that for people.
Excellent. Before we get the last question, do you just want to plug the Discord name again if people want to join?
Well, the Discord name is Omoia's Gang of Legends. So it is true. You join our gang, you're a legend.
Just to clarify, Omoia spelled Omoia, by the way.
Ding, 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 yes.
So lastly, is there anything you'd like to say to your fans, both present and in the future, who may come across this interview?
Well, first and foremost, like thank you so much for supporting us because you guys listening to our music, watching us grow as a band, it's so like heartwarming and it makes us feel like we have this massive community backing us and supporting all of the underground bands. So thank you.
Well, Keris, Blake, Owen, thank you very much for the interview. Go check them out on their upcoming UK tour. Go join the Discord, go follow on Facebook and indeed the TikTok page as well to keep up to date. And most importantly, go buy their EPs and that. because they are a band you'll be seeing a hell of a lot more of in the future, hopefully. Anyway,
No.
thank you very much.